People trade in time all day long. For the last 250 years, we've all been taught how to put our skills on a piece of paper called a resume and to go to a corporation and sell our time for money.
What is leverage?
What is leverage? So leverage I actually broke down under 6 pillars. Okay, so there's actually 6 different types of leverage, right? There is money, time, technology, attention, relationships, and resourcefulness. Now the key one and the most important one is obviously going to be resourcefulness. I don't need you to be super knowledgeable. I know tons of people who know everything in the world and don't accomplish shit. But I know people that don't know anything, but they know exactly how to get the information and how to use the information to make action happen, right? And so everything starts with levels of resourcefulness, the ability to research and solve problems. We live in the information age, so you don't need to know anything. You just need to know how to access the information and how to use the information to achieve a result, right? And then all the other 5 pillars, we'll be able to magnify that times 20. But if you don't have resourcefulness, the other 5 pillars are pretty much useless. If you have a ton of money but no resourcefulness, you're gonna waste it, right? If you have a ton of technology and you don't have any resourcefulness, it just sits there. You know, so it all starts with that. So I would say leverage is the ability to understand these 6 pillars, which ones are most important to utilize the most, and how to utilize them to your advantage. That is leverage.
How can you use leverage to make money?
So actually all 6 pillars are convertible and traded on a daily basis, even today, into money. Money is lent out as debt and then is made money, right? Money, people use money to buy assets like real estate, stocks, paper assets, or all kinds of different things, right? People trade in time all day long. For the last 250 years, we've all been taught how to put our skills on a piece of paper called a resume and to go to a corporation and sell our time for money, right? So all 6 pillars are actually convertible into money. Money is actually the consequence of delivering a measuring amount of that leverage to an organization or to the marketplace, right? Which is why an employee can only make X amount of money because only delivering X amount of leverage to one little corporation, right? When you have like the corporation is delivering maximum level maybe to a geographic area, right? And it makes a lot more money. And then you have companies that work, worldwide, and they have a bigger value proposition like Microsoft, and now they're worth $1 trillion because they're able to give more of that technology value to a bigger marketplace, right? And so it's only based on the supply versus demand on what you can actually deliver to the marketplace, not your employer, not your community, but the marketplace. And the bigger the marketplace is, the more money you'll make. That's why I don't really like to work in geographic companies that don't have at least a national-wide base, because it's really hard to be $1 billion company if you're only taking over Dallas, Texas, right? But if your whole business is the United States, right? The chances of you being $1 billion company is a lot higher because the value you can deliver to the audience is much greater. And the bigger the audience, the bigger the reward.
Sounds good. Do you think money is the root of all evil?
Do I think money is the root of all evil? No. I think that is a emotional control that people use to say that money is the root of all evil is a religional belief that was passed on for hundreds of years to justify why people who are in hardship situations are in hardship situations. They would rather be in that hardship situation rather learn about money, because money is evil. So don't even try to learn anything about money at all, because us, the church, we want to take your 10%. and everything else and just give it to us. We'll do a better job with it and take care of you better with you than you would with your own 10% giving it to yourself, right? And then it just passed on from that generation to generation. And then what ended up happening was, you know, the Gen X's stopped believing that as much. The millennials didn't believe that at all. And now the Zennials don't even know that even exists, right? In terms of like how that levels of manipulation work. Money is not the root of all evil. Not knowing how to maximize money is the root of all evil. Because I believe that everybody should understand the 6 pillars of leverage and how to utilize at least one of them exceptionally well and become financially, you know, abundant so that you can actually create generational wealth. That's the biggest reason why I created Lifeaneur, was for generational wealth purposes. Because I'm sick of only watching 1/10% of people actually have a good inheritance on education, options, relationships, and wealth. And everybody else is just like, you know, they're picking for crumbs.